Gemini, how are you? How are my Geminis doing today? Don't know when you're tuning into this, but I am Empress Lazuli and you are your empire. Thank you so much for joining me for your September 2020 divine session. Welcome. Just take a moment to I just got settled again. I did a round of 6 videos already for the earth and water signs, and this is the first video going into my air and fire. So we're going into that masculine energy, right? Without further ado, Gemini, let's dive right in. You are like literally with this Page of Swords, you're not wanting to hold back in what you have to say anymore. Okay, you're over that. You've held your tongue enough. You've not said what you wanted to say for long enough. You may have seen or wanted to talk about certain things to certain people, and you may have in the past held your tongue, but now you're like, you know what? I'm ready to open up and speak and, engage in these types of conversations and extend certain offers in terms of communication. Okay, so with this Page of Swords, you're literally wanting to, it's almost like a taunting vibe that I'm getting from this card. Like, let her try me. I'ma hit this home up fine. Finally. You remember that? You know that song? Like, let somebody try me. Like, let somebody try me. Now that I'm actually like willing to communicate how I feel, how I want to express, like I'm not holding my tongue anymore. If I feel like something needs to be said to you, I'm going to say it. Like I'm no longer holding up all of this energy inside of myself to communicate because I'm tired, Like I'm tired of just playing along with the game and like doing things to be nice to other people, because what does that leave you, Gemini? You being nice to other people and holding back certain things that you may want to say, where does that put you? 222. Okay? That's a 6, which is imbalance. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why that's correct and on point. Because you have justice here for the past influences. You realize that it's doing yourself. You are doing yourself a disservice by not communicating what you feel you want to get off your chest, right? Someone tells you something and you know how you want to respond to them, and you may, like, you're texting someone. Let's go along with this picture, right? Someone texts you some real bull, like someone texts you some BS, okay, Gemini? And you're used, and in the past, you just be like, okay. You have way more to say than that, but you would just be like, okay, all right, cool. All right, bet. All right, let's do it. And I'm thinking of a Gemini in particular when I said bet, and you know who you are. If you watch this video, put a thumbs up. I got you. But with this 10 of Swords, it's like I'm used to not even giving you 1/10 of what I have to really say. I'm only giving you 1/10 of what I have to really say, what's really on my mind to tell you and communicate with you. And I feel like you realized recently in the past that you holding back that information, you holding back what you really want to communicate, you not saying completely what you want to say and getting it all off your chest, that's a disservice to you. Okay, so with this Justice card, you see her sword is up. She's like, the justice for me, I feel that things are balanced. I feel like it's an equal give and take. When you're honest with me and you send me those paragraphs of stuff to say, I'm going to start matching that energy. I'm going to start, like, keep your same energy, and I'm about to give you my energy. Okay, this could be as it relates to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay. And this could also be your energy being like, you know what? I don't care what other people have to say. I don't care if people get in their feelings by me finally communicating and letting them know what's on my mind, because I'm tired of trying to hold things in to spare other people. I'm ready to just take action and say what I have to say and fearlessly continue to move forward. Yes, I still have nurturing bones in my body. Yes, I still care for people. Yes, I still have feelings for you. Like, I don't hate you. I'm not like being malicious with it. I'm just communicating what I've always wanted to say, but I've held back, right? So I feel this definite energy of like you just being more free with your communication, you allowing yourself to really say what you want to say and say what's on your chest. You know, like, you know, when people say like, say it with your chest, you know, I almost feel like people could say that to you in the past, like, say it with your chest, like there's something you're missing out, there's something you're not saying that you want to say. And now you're like, I am going to say it with my chest. I'm going to say it with my whole chest. And you know what? You may not be ready for what all is on my chest, but you're going to get to anyway, because I've been too long in this imbalance, in this injustice of not really saying what I want to say, and then me feeling tore up on the inside and feeling the pain of how much that has built up over time within myself, you know? And you see how it's dark? Like, you're not telling anyone. You're just making it seem like, oh, when someone sends you that long text message and you're like, okay, and they're like, don't you want to say more than that? In the past, you used to be like, no, that's all I wanted to say. I just want to say, okay, blah, blah, blah. But now you're like, no, actually, that's not all I want to say. This and this and this and this and this and that and that and that. Okay? And this could be when it comes to you communicating with a Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or again, as I said, this could be you still coming from a place of love, but wanting to still communicate and take action on communicating because you're tired of holding it in. You're tired of holding the communication in. It's time for you to take action and make moves with it and say what you have to say. You know, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, they're going to say how they feel. Okay, they're going to speak their mind and tell you exactly what's going on with them, and they're not afraid to take action and get, you know, and start fights and fires and all that stuff. They're not afraid to do that, and I feel like you're tapping into that energy within yourself, okay? You're tired of holding on to stuff. The Four of Pentacles just came out in reverse. You're tired of holding on to things, okay? You're tired of holding on to your feelings and holding that. What does that do for you? That just leaves you in an uncomfortable position, right? So as I said, we have the moon here with how you like to move forward. You want to shed light on how you're really feeling about things. There's a lot of emotions, Gemini, that you may have on the inside that people may not know about because you kind of kept them in the dark. You kept them hidden. You didn't really share your true emotions and your true feelings towards certain situations and circumstances that you were in with people. But now you're moving forward and you're shining a whole big moon light on it. You're like, nope, leave no stone unturned. Okay, that's what I'm hearing in my head. Leaving no stone unturned. You're gonna know how I feel. You're gonna learn today. Clarify this moon, please, for Gemini. And I'm a Gemini rising, okay? So I know how it feels to have a lot to say, but to digress, but to have a lot to say. Sorry, when I did not do all 12 zodiac signs last month. And like, when you do so many signs, like it, you know, your voice. So clarify this moon card, please, for Gemini. I apologize for the coughing, guys. I apologize. Clarify the moon for Gemini. Okay, like I just said with this, when this came out in reverse, it just came out in the upright. Like, you're ready to feel comfortable in the way that you express yourself, in the way that you feel. Like, you don't feel grounded and stable in the way that you communicate with other people because you're not communicating like all of what you want to say. And I feel like you're in a position where you're ready to stand firm on whatever you have to communicate. You're ready to own up to whatever you have to say. Yeah, 10 of Wands. You're releasing that burden. You've always been that person in the relationship or in the situation or in the business deal that kind of holds back on what you have to say. And Gemini, we always have a lot to say. Okay, we're ruled by Mercury, the fastest moving planet in our solar system. It revolves around the sun in only 88 days. Okay? So you always have a lot to say. You're always like able to communicate and say something. You always have something to say. But for a long time now, when it comes to a specific situation or circumstance, or just in general, when people ask you about what you think, you always kind of digress and leave all of this. You know, you leave a lot of stuff hidden. In the past, you would do this. And now you're like, no, I'm ready to be a lot more stable and confident in communicating everything that I feel, leaving no stone unturned. Okay, because I'm sick of this. I'm sick of having all this stuff to say, but not saying it. I'm sick of holding on to this burden and not sharing the fullness of my personality with people. I'm sick of not taking action and moving forward and like getting this off my chest. This gets to be a lot to carry. Okay, some of you might be feeling chest pain. Some of you might just be feeling like heavy, like, you know, you want to say stuff, like you just like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of always holding my tongue to kind of keep the peace. Like, why? Like, that's an injustice to me. I'm a Gemini. I'm supposed to communicate. And for a long time now, I've been holding back communication. I've not been in my true sense of self. And I'm done with that with the 10 of Wands. I'm releasing that burden. Okay? I want to make myself lighter so that I can actually speak up and feel like as light as a feather, right? You're an air sign. You want to feel light. You want to be able to have freedom of movement instead of feeling so restricted and weighed down by yourself and the lack of communication that you're having with these people. All right, so we have the Emperor card here for the obstacles in the present moment. This is with the Emperor card, you like, I want to clarify this before I really go in. Clarify this, Emperor. I swear that Emperor just came out in reverse, but it's up right now, so we're going to go with that. Yeah. All right, and the deck's not upside down, so we're going to go with it. So, Emperor clarified by the King of Pentacles. Yeah, like the obstacle in the present moment, like you don't feel that you can fully like build in the way that you want to and move forward when it comes to business because of this like communication that you've been holding back. Okay, so I feel like there's kind of like this false sense of stability that has been created because of you kind of not being completely honest and open about your feelings and about how you think about certain things. Like in the past, someone's like, oh, let's build a business this way, or let's get something done this way. Let's build the house and, you know, let's do the kitchen this way. And before, to keep the peace, you'll be like, okay. And then now you're looking around like, I don't even like this house. Because every time when someone asked me what my opinion was, I lied or I just didn't give my full opinion. And now I'm looking around and I'm not happy, you know, because I didn't really express myself or you know, make my thoughts heard. I didn't make myself heard. I didn't and it's my fault. Like you're taking full ownership for yourself. Like you're not blaming anyone for this position that you're in, but you're definitely wanting to become more stable by making this move of communicating more freely and openly with people. Okay. So definitely when it comes to business with this King of Pentacles, okay, sharing your ideas, sharing your long-term plans, sharing the abundance that you see so that like freely, because the King of Pentacles, like he knows that he has money. He knows that he is wealthy. He knows that he is abundance. The abundance comes from him. So he doesn't hold on to anything. He's free to share. He's free to give because it comes from him. So he's never going to be in a state of lack because it comes from who he is, right? And so with you moving forward with this and actually communicating how you're feeling and what you want to like voicing how you feel and whatever you want to communicate at this time, you know that it's going to allow you to feel more stable in yourself because you're actually voicing your opinion. You're actually voicing the way that you feel. Okay. This could also be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you may have held back communication from, that you're finally like establishing a stronger connection with. Okay, because we have the Emperor and we have the King of Pentacles. So I feel like this is the strength of this type of relationship, not like just it becoming stronger with you communicating more and speaking your full mind instead of holding back. Okay, by you taking action and moving forward right now, Gemini, and communicating how you want to communicate, and stop like hiding your feelings and how you feel about something or someone, it really helps you to build a stronger relationship. It helps you to build a more solid bond with each other. Okay. Do I see anything else from these two obstacles? I feel like you both have like a stubborn aspect to you. Okay, you see how the Emperor has the ram horns. Okay, and you see how the King of Pentacles has the bull horns. Like both of you are like very stubborn when it comes to like your ideals and what you see, like your visions for things. So I feel like one of the reasons why you would digress, like, okay, the Emperor is higher than the King of Pentacles. Okay, so example, this could be a business, Gemini, where you're in a higher position than the King of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you're in business with. Doesn't have to be an earth sign, but you're in a higher position than this person that you've been withholding communication from. And part of the reason why you've been holding back communication from this person is because you know that you're both bullheaded, and you know that if I just communicate and say everything that I want to say, this person may take it the wrong way, or this person may be stubborn, or this person may push back. And then I don't want those issues. I just want us to run the business smoothly. I just want us to maintain the relationship in a smooth way. I'm not trying to rock the boat. I'm not trying to cause no, and Gemini does that sometimes. Like we like to just like, for the sake of peace, like we'll just like chill with it. Okay. But now you're like, no. Okay. Because this is an obstacle at this point. Like right now, that's an obstacle. You not speaking your mind is an obstacle. So you need to, and you know that as well. I feel like you know that the reason why there's somewhat of an obstacle between you and whoever this person is, okay, in your business or whatever life, stability, just creating stability for yourself. The reason why you two are like in this position that you're in this obstacle, is because you didn't speak your mind as much as you could have. Okay. And you know that the only way to move forward and have things be better than they are now is if you were to be more communicative about your ideas and what you want in terms of the business, and like making your dominance more felt is what I'm hearing. Because like I said, you're the Emperor, and this is the King of Pentacles. So like you see the maturity in this person, you see the status in this person, but you still have the higher title in the business. So it's come to a point now, Gemini, where you have to flex your position. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if when shit hits the fan in the business, like the CEO is the one that has to address the public. The CEO is the one that has to make the decision as to like what's happening with the business, not this King of Pentacles. He's probably just like, the president that you put in charge. You know what I'm saying? But you're the CEO, so it's like you have to finally step up and flex your position and be like, as the Emperor, this is what I'm claiming for the business. Okay. And in the past, you maybe didn't want to flex that power because of this person that you're involved in business with. You respect them, and you know that it kind of could have caused some like back and forth or like bullishness between you guys with the horns on both of the cards. Okay. But you're like, nah, like I know that I have to dead that in order to move forward. All right, someone needed to hear that. Okay, so there's the Five of Pentacles here. We have the Five of Pentacles here for how things may take place in the I'm not trying to laugh, but like sometimes people can't handle the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people can't handle the truth, and that's okay. But like just because someone can't handle the truth, you can't speak the truth. Where does that make sense at? Like just because someone can't handle hearing the truth, you can't speak the truth. No, speak the truth. And if they can't handle it, get out the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't handle the heat, get out the kitchen. We're throwing it all the way back right now to this old school, you know, phrase. If you can't handle the heat, get out the kitchen. And I feel like it's come to a point, Gemini, where you're like, I said what I said. And this person's like, well, I'm gonna head out, you know, like, and this is kind of like petty because it's like, all of the times that you put up with them communicating their mind and you just kind of like ate it and swallowed it, you know what I'm saying? And you let them have that freedom. As soon as you step up to communicate back, then they can't handle it type of energy with this Five of Pentacles. And like, they want to be drastic about, you know what I mean? Just like dramatic about like, you know, you flexing your power finally. Like this one time that you try and like, express that, you know, this one time that you exercise your actual rights, they don't like it. And it's like, that's not right. Clarify this Five of Pentacles, please, for Gemini. It's a lot of cards. It has to be done, Gemini. It has to be done. You know it has to be done, okay? You know that in order for you to move forward, in order for you to actually manifest the abundance that you see and the position that you see your business growing to, you have to make this step in taking action and being active in speaking up. You have to exercise that fearlessness and that courage to flip the script and flex your power and finally like say what's on your mind and say what's been on your chest for this long, okay? And in the long run with this Nine of Pentacles, it's going to pay off for you, okay? So don't allow, I just saw 22, I think. But like, don't allow, like do what you have to do, okay? Because some of you know that you have to make this decision to communicate with this person and say what's on your mind and say what you've been holding back, or finally just tell them everything that you're feeling and thinking when they ask you a question or when they try to communicate with you, okay? Regardless of how they feel, okay? It's not about feelings, okay? With this Five of Pentacles, it's like, this is business. You can't be in your feelings with business. And this whole time that you've been, you know, this is what you're saying, Gemini. Like the whole time that, you know, you've been honest with me about your feelings and how you're feeling about certain things in terms of the business, I never said nothing. I just kind of was like, all right, and let's keep moving. But then as soon as I say something, now it's a problem. As soon as I speak my mind, now you want to go drastic and be like, all right, fine, I'm leaving. You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of like pouty type energy. Like, you can't handle when people give you the same energy that you give them, you know? But when you realize that, know that that's what needed to be done. Know that you needed to rise to that step, you know, step up to that. And you may be getting the support of a fire sign and making this decision with this Queen of Wands showing up again. So like an Aries, Leo, or Sag female could be supporting you like, hell yeah, you need to say this. Hell yeah, you need to speak up and let your mind known in this business venture with this person. That's the only way we're going to step into a new situation and a new cycle. That's the only way that they're going to finally realize that, hopefully it didn't pause. Okay, that's the only way that they're going to realize, someone's calling me. That's the only way that they're going to realize that you're the emperor and you're the CEO, right? You have to do it sometime. And with this Nine of Pentacles, it ends up paying off. So regardless of this small hiccup, this small bump in the road where someone gets in their feelings about you talking, communicating how you really feel when it comes to business, it pays off for your business in the long run, okay? It allows you to move forward in a more powerful way. So speak your mind, say what you have to say, okay? Because with this outcome being the 5 of Cups, this person is focused on the wrong things. Whoever you like finally speak up to, they may be like in their feelings. Like whatever you have to say to them, whatever you end up saying to them, okay, with this Page of Swords could be very like just honest and ruthless. Like I'm not trying to say this to like, you're not being in your emotions when you communicate them, basically. So you're not considering emotions when you communicate with them and tell them what's on your mind. You're just saying what you have to say to get to off your chest, you know? So to them, they may see it as like immature and be like, you know, you could have said this better or blah, blah, blah. And, you know, as a result with this 5 of Cups here as the outcome, like they may be feeling like left out by you. They could be feeling sorry for themselves based on what you have to say. Or they could be feeling some type of despair, like, dang, all of this, all that we've been through, basically, like we've been through all this and like it has to go like this, you know? We've been through all this together. Like me and Gemini have been through all this situation together, and like they're trying to handle me like this. They're trying to do me like that. They're trying to talk to me like this, da 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 da. But they're not focused on the balance that this is creating in your relationship. They need to turn around and stop being in their feelings so much and realize that you speaking up for yourself is actually one of the best things that you could do for the real balance and justice of your relationship, for it to really be fair. You know what I mean? Like, it's not fair that you, like I said before, it's not fair that you can't speak the truth and, you know, someone can't handle it, but they're mad at you for speaking the truth. Like, that's not fair. Okay? And you realize that it's not fair to yourself. And this person in the future, they may be focused on, oh, we've been through all this and you're talking to me like this and you got to do me like that. No, it's not like that. This is business, because there's the Pentacles cards here and the Emperor. Like, I'm trying to get business handled, and you need to focus on the fact that me being honest with you now, me being upfront with you in terms of my emotions and how I feel about things is going to help us to be better balanced in business deals moving forward, emotionally, more stable, okay? I don't need to really clarify that because we're almost at 30 minutes. Clarify. Okay, you being honest with this person allows you both. First of all, let's talk about you. It allows you to gain a new beginning in your sense of self-love and really appreciating your communication more, appreciating what you have to say more from yourself, okay? And it also helps you to go into a new beginning in your relationships with other people, because you're no longer feeling like it's unfair. You're no longer feeling like I have to hold back in order for shit to be good with me and this person or me and this relationship. Like, I can actually come to the table and have this new beginning where I speak my mind, I let things flow, okay? And people are receptive to that, okay? We're still able to come together and find some common ground. So Gemini, speak your mind. Like, I don't care if people think you're petty right now. Doesn't matter. Like, you shouldn't be bottling up how you're feeling at this time just to make someone feel better in a relationship, because that's not really an equal relationship. That's you taking, you know, that's you digressing and not being the full aspect of who you need to be in the relationship in order to let this person feel good. And when it comes to business, when it comes to stability, when it comes to creating your future, you need to bring a certain level of honesty to the table. And you've digressed for long enough. So it's time to be honest and open with this person about how you're feeling and stop holding back, which I see you doing. I see you letting your emotions out. I see you letting it fly free. September 2020. What's the oracle for Gemini? What's the oracle for Gemini, September 2020, please? What's the oracle for Gemini, September 2020? Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher, okay? So I really feel like you have a lot, just from your communication, Gemini, you have so much to teach other people. And I feel that you need to actually tap into that, because by tapping into that, you're going to be able to form a better bond, as I said before, with these people that are really meant to rise with you. You're going to be able to form a better relationship with these people that you're meant to rise with, okay? You're supposed to be a teacher to people. How are you going to teach if you're not communicating? How are you going to teach if you don't feel comfortable getting in front of the class and telling everyone, I'm the teacher, okay? It's the first day of class, 30-30, and you're just sitting in the back like you're one of the students. No, you need to stand up in front of the class and say, hello, okay? I am your teacher this semester. Please turn to page 10. We're going to go through the syllabi and you know, handle this year and get it done. I'm the teacher. I'm in charge, right? You need to do that. Like affirm your position, especially at this time, because you're supposed to, in order to, one, unite with people that you're supposed to keep rising and keep growing in your business and in your relationship. And you're supposed to, in order to really effectively teach other people. Gemini is a sign of communication. So there's a lot that you have to communicate with others. And you can't do that if you're constantly having to try and hold your tongue for the sake of keeping what kind of unjustful balance you think. Okay? So that's all I have for you right now, Gemini, for September 2020. Please go ahead and watch your rising sun and moon side, all in the playlist for September 2020. Go ahead and book your personal divine session with me to go ahead and delve deeper into the situation for you. And thank you so much for watching and tuning in. I love you all. Sending you so much love for this month. And I will see you next time. Bye.